Welcome to this episode on the Health and Happiness Show, where it's my mission to change your mindset so that you can live a healthy and happier life. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the show. Let's go. Hey guys, it's Ollie here, and welcome back to another episode on the Health and Happiness Show, where today I want to talk about me coming out as gay. That's right, just this weekend I announced to the world my relationship status with the love of my life, that is with Martin. Me and Martin have been on the most magical journey over the last 3 years, since I met him, since I moved to Belfast, and to call him my boyfriend now is the most amazing feeling. In fact, when I hit publish on my relationship status, it was the most liberating feeling. And I guess if, coming out the closet, whatever you want to call it, that was the feeling for me. It was that freedom, it was that liberation. And I guess my hope with this podcast today is to the person listening who may be in the closet, who may be not being true to themselves. Look, the moment that you are true to yourself and maybe true to the world is the most amazing feeling. And I can't begin to describe just how incredible that has been for me. But look, whilst labels are for bottles, and I don't care if someone's straight, gay, bisexual, they're just labels to me. What I care about for you is your happiness. And if I'm being completely truthful, my happiness was limited because I wasn't being completely true to myself, but not allowing me to share my love for my boyfriend with the world. And since opening up, since telling my parents, telling my friends, telling you right now, it's just been the most amazing feeling. And whilst there was an element of fear, as the saying goes, when you step outside of your comfort zone, you step into growth. And since that moment, I have stepped into this completely new world, which has just given me this abundance of happiness that I can now freely share who I am. And it's the most amazing feeling. But like I said, look, labels aside, relationship status aside, what I truly want for you listening to this right now is acceptance, and authentic acceptance, right? Because I do believe that we are largely in a world of artificial acceptance, whereby we are perhaps doing things either to please others, or we're doing things artificially for ourselves that we believe is going to bring us happiness, but it isn't really. And I guess relationships would be a good example of that, whereby, for example, maybe we've come out of a previous relationship that left us hurt, upset, or broken, and we believe that, jump to the next guy, jump to the next girl, it's going to make us feel good and fill that void, but it doesn't. And if it does, it's very only temporary. And that's why digging deep into your heart and soul and looking at what it is that you truly want in life and what's truly going to bring you the greatest amount of happiness through acceptance is empowering. And this applies to our relationships, to our body image, to our careers, you name it. Like being true, let's take, for example, careers, right? Are you truly accepting of the work that you're doing for yourself, or is it for maybe your parents? Is it for the opinion of others? Is it for that status? This is what it comes down to, right? And the moment that you start actually having and creating authentic acceptance in your life is a liberating feeling. It truly is. And I have that in so many areas. And to say that I now have that in all areas, including my relationship, is the most amazing feeling. In my relationship, to have that belonging, to have that belovedness, and that connection with Martin is just an amazing feeling. And to some extent, this is my first proper relationship, and that isn't necessarily me waiting for the right guy or girl. It was very much just actually trusting the process. And I am a believer in the law of attraction, and I am believe that everything does happen for a reason. And I have now met the love of my life, and it makes me quite emotional to say that I'm so excited to spend the rest of my life with him, because he has given me my entire life. And I was trying not to get emotional here, but when I moved to Belfast, I had nothing, I knew no one, and it was Martin. And this is the weird part, and I don't need to go into the intricacies of it, but it was Martin who was there for me, and I was then there for him. He was my first PT client, and I helped him lose £100, and he's done so bloody well. But throughout that 3-year experience, we've just grown and grown and grown, and we've just shared more and more and more, and we've become closer and closer and closer. And when I told my parents just the other week, was I a little bit scared? Look, maybe, but at the end of the day, truthfully, whether they were for it or against it, that didn't really matter, because I think when you're true to yourself, you're true to the world, and you find that peace then. I don't do anything for anyone, like in that sense. I don't try and put on a front or be fake or disingenuous. It's about being true to myself, and me coming out to my parents and now coming out to you guys is me being true to myself. And again, my hope is that you listen to this, find that courage within you, because that courage will create confidence in all areas of your life. So it's just been a magical whole experience, and I'm really overwhelmed by all the love that I've received since making this public, and it's just been magical. So thank you from the bottom of my heart. So yeah, I want to go a little bit into another direction with this and just talk about love as a topic itself, because love for me is powerful. It's one of the 4 pillars within the 4 pillar academy of the Health and Happiness Academy. There's mind, body, love, and soul, and love for me plays a big part of that. Love dives into self-love, it dives into our self-image, and it dives into our work and our relationships. At least what it means to me. And like, what creates love? Well, look, there's a number of different things. There's a connection. There's these traits and these qualities, and these are some of the things that actually created the love between me and Martin. It was kindness. It was generosity. To give you an example, when I was really ill with my cancer, who was the person taking me to and from the hospital? Martin. Who was there taking time out of his own work to be at the appointments with me? Martin. And I just think, guys, right, everyone deserves to have that level of love in your life. And whether that's through your family, whether that's through your friends, or whether that's through your spouse, but everyone deserves that. And I guess what makes me really quite sad is not everyone does get that, or they don't get the love that they deserve. And I think that's to know your worth. That isn't saying that from a place of ego or arrogance, but to know your worth and to know what you deserve. To never settle for less. And I say that in the context of what makes me really sad, and I say this working with clients currently who are in this position, who maybe are in abusive relationships, or who have maybe been left so broken, so empty inside, that they've lost themselves along the way. And to know who you are, and to know your true worth and value is so important, because until you do, I believe it's very, very hard for you to find that mate, to find that connection with a person of the same, same values and same, qualities as well. And that's what me and Martin share, and it's just, it's amazing. So I don't really know where I'm going with this podcast, but this obviously does mean a lot to me. And my true, genuine hope is that to the person listening to this, I have given you maybe the courage today to take that next step into finding true acceptance and true love, either in yourself or in a partner as well. But I'm just thankful and I'm grateful and I'm happy. And that is the purpose of this podcast. That is the purpose in my life, is to help you guys live a healthier and happier life. And me coming out as gay this weekend has allowed me that. It's given me that, and I couldn't be happier. So to Martin, thank you for everything that you've given me over the last 3 years. You are the love of my life, and I'm proud to now call you my boyfriend. And to every person watching listening to this right now, thank you for your time. Thank you for listening. And my genuine hope is that I've given you some level of courage today to create authentic acceptance in your life, and to leave artificial acceptance at the door, because you deserve health and you deserve happiness. And me coming out as gay has given me that. So guys, thank you so much for listening, Until next time, stay healthy, be happy, take care.